Alright, this is the University of Idaho murders. There was this thing with a tarot reader from TikTok that made like a fan fiction parody of um, a ongoing murder investigation of 4 students. And I'm just here to say, if somebody's making fan fiction about a tragedy like that, or trying to make light of a situation that involves murder, and they're not giving facts or obvious, crescendos of facts and investigative mentalities of a detective, use discernment with that. And with this reading, I will be making kind of a just judgment on what happened after these students passed away, um, and all that. I feel very sorry for the history professor, Rebecca Schofield, and how she got brought into this out of like nowhere's land. Um, and I hope she's doing okay as well. And I just want to make sure that I'm not going to use any of the students' names because it's still a light subject for a lot of students, meaning that they could be triggered or they might be hurt by the loss of their friends and classmates. So I will not be using their names. I'm going to make this as general as possible so it's not to trigger anybody or hurt anybody's feelings. I will also be in the generalization of the subject in which it happened. If it helps the investigation, it helps the investigation. If it doesn't, then, this is just me trying to make, you know, my community proud. I don't want anything that Miss Ashley with her visions um, made like almost a mockery of the psychic and medium community. So I just want to say that's very disheartening. She made a joke out of my community with tarot reading, and I'm here to put back into perception that most psychics and most mediums do this to bring calm and associate to a tragedy, not to make light of a situation. I'm not playing fiction. I don't candy code things. I believe that everything that is death related should be taken as a sign and also as a motivation for people to do the right thing. Okay? Anyway, with knowledge comes great responsibility. That's the only laughter you're going to get out of me in this. But yeah, I love movies and television, you know that. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with the obvious card, which is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is representation of a grave, of death, of the four that were passed away. It's ironic that the card itself is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is the rest or the coffin card. So um, I have that. It's rest after a long period of adversity, sleep and dreaming in solitude, temporary abandonment, or a tomb or a coffin signifying the ultimate rest. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse gives me a feeling like somebody was in a relationship with somebody who was wearing a mask. So there's that point of it. It's either somebody was in a relationship with somebody, or they broke up with somebody and this person was a little bit regretful, or there was some type of lust or crush involved, and, I think it was over a relationship. I really do. I'm not sure who was in the relationship with this person, but I feel like the murderer of these 4 people had something either fictional or a real relationship with somebody. Okay, and I believe that it was kind of one of those underdog type relationships. Maybe somebody was getting bullied and somebody was standing up for them, and they took it as a relationship, and enter into a relationship type of invitation, and it wasn't. It was just somebody being nice. Um, but yeah, the logic above emotion, a giver of aid, comfort, sometimes an underlying dominant person. So there is a past relationship, or there's some type of protection here. I believe a teacher was also involved. Not going to say who, but I believe the teacher was trying to give guidance to the students about a particular relationship, crush, or a person that made them feel uncomfortable. I don't believe it was anything the teacher did or anything. It was just, teenager angst, or somebody having odd feelings of somebody else being nice to them, and it was misconstrued as a pass at them, or it might have been a pass at them. But I believe that somebody got the wrong idea about somebody's kindness. Okay. Um, with the next card is going to be the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess is the belief in one's own correctness, lack of understanding, um, selfishness, and poor judgment. I believe this has to do with the tarot reader in this case. That was Miss Ashley with her visions. I believe that she took it um, out of context. I think she got it wrong from the word go, but it's my personal opinion as a tarot reader. I like to show you the cards so that you can see what I'm seeing. But I also have messages, so even if the story doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, or you don't like the storyline, um, we'll see what the cards messages have to say after that, okay? Mm. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, sorrow, often widowhood, intelligence with the knowledge of the darker side of the world, one who has gone through great happiness to failure. I feel like this has to do with somebody's friend or roommate. I believe that she's having a tough time of it because she was connected with these people that have passed. They were her friends from childhood, I believe, or friends that she made an instant connection with in her life. So it's very sad to lose a close friend. I've lost 6 close friends. So it's hard. You go through states of depression and PTSD. You'll be wondering, what you could do better as a friend or as a confidant, and there's really nothing. It's just to understand that some things have to end and some things have to happen in order for life to go on, and for you to also see your life as worth living or as a gift, that type of thing. Um, because some people have wavering faiths when they're in college, so that could have also been the message here for some people. But yeah, a very delicate balance here with life and death here. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a situation that was not as bad as first thought, but really bad. Um, it's still bad. The Eight of Swords is like the state of controversy that makes it into a situation. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands, which is a mysterious character, a journey into the unknown, important message to be delivered, a general change of location, running away or escaping a bad situation, which I believe somebody was trying to escape, and I believe the friends got in the way, or the friends were trying to protect somebody, and it was just a bad situation. Okay, and then we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is wasting time. Um, Probably backtracking or doing the wrong thing, coming to a point where everybody kind of knows like where you're at or in an area that wasn't well lit or wasn't, you know, in a good place to where you could alert somebody. Um, there is also the Two of Swords in reverse, which is refusing to make a decision. And I believe there's a point of believing that you're stronger than the situation, which is a bad way to put it. But if it's so you can save somebody else, it could be good in that way. It's more of a heroic thing that a lot of people have. But in this case, it probably backfired because we do have the Chariot, so feeling stuck or being stuck. Um, and then, like, the Chariot kind of has the underlying um, of something going on because, like, with the Chariot, it's usually traveling somewhere, and with it upside down, it's being stuck. And then there's this, which is the Lovers. Um, the, this the Six of Cups is usually the Lovers. So there's happy memories, the sweetness of a memory. So I think somebody was trying to kind of talk this person down from hurting them. But I don't think it worked. I think it's like more of a desperation type of thing of survival, and I don't think it stopped anything. I think somebody here was under a lot of hurt and a lot of pain about a situation or being rejected. And then we have the Hierophant, which is a physical need. A physical need could have been anything. It could be the point of rejection, and it kind of flowed from there into a different territory, which I'm not gonna go into because everybody's thing is different. But yeah, it's pretty deep. We have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups, deep emotional connection or attraction, past, present, or future. So somebody was feeling like there was a connection here. Whether it was or not, it's entirely up to the people that were there at the time. We have the Sun. The Sun is feeling burned out. We have the Five of Pentacles, which is the feeling of tradition with no real understanding or faith. Okay. I'm gonna do the messages next. I need to get something out of the oven, so give me a second. Okay. I'll see you in the next part of this, alright? It's getting juicy, I'll tell you. Anyway.